For a long time now, I've been hearing the community shout from the rooftops about how good Kuroko no Basket is. And equally from my friends, I've been told to watch Haikyuu for years now. But there's just one issue. I don't think I like sports anime. I've enjoyed the occasional baseball episode from time to time, but every time I've tried to start a sports anime, I just get incredibly bored. And after watching thousands of hours of anime, I thought I was above the idea of an introductory show. I was dead wrong. Now, Bluelock's first season just wrapped up and has already been greenlit for a movie and a second season of the show, but I want to start at the beginning. I first heard of the concept of Bluelock watching a YouTube video very similar to this one, and it actually seemed very interesting. Not just relying on the previous success of the sport it's based on, Bluelock shakes up its premise by taking a note out of the survival game genre. This might seem crazy at first, but the premise actually works really well. I think the MyAnimeList listing actually does a really good job of summarizing the premise. Yoichi Isagi was mere moments away from scoring a goal that would have sent his high school soccer team to the Nationals. But a split-second decision to pass the ball to his teammate cost him that reality. Bitter, confused, and disappointed, Isagi wonders if the outcome would have been different had he not made the pass. When the young striker returns home, an invitation from the Japan Football Union awaits him. Through an arbitrary and biased decision-making process, Isagi is one of 300 U-18 strikers selected for the controversial project named Bluelock. The project's ultimate goal is to turn one of the selected players into the star striker for the Japanese national team. To find the best participant, each diamond in the rough must compete against each other through a series of solo and team competitions to rise to the top. Putting aside his ethical objections to the project, Isagi feels compelled to fight his way to the top, even if it means ruthlessly crushing the dreams of 299 aspiring young strikers. A sports anime where the goal is to become the best or quit the game entirely. Honestly brutal. Instead of taking the normal anime spirit of making friends and using the spirit of friendship to get ahead, Bluelock almost spits in the face of this idea. It instead takes from the survival game genre, as I said before. Trust no one and win at all costs, like your life depends on it, because it does. Now, in this case they aren't killed, but if they lose, they are barred from ever playing professional soccer again, which you learn pretty early on is most of these guys' lives. Now, what exactly about Bluelock gave me a better impression than other sports shows I've only seen an episode of? I think the premise does a lot of the heavy lifting, but it also takes a cast that at first glance seems like the most generic group of characters you could ever think of, and makes you care about them. Even Isagi. It's common in anime for a protagonist to start as kind of lame and shitty until they eventually become strong in their own right. Isagi does start off weak, but it doesn't take long at all for the tables to completely turn and for him to be the linchpin of everyone's success around him. Also, to get into a bit of spoiler territory, the show isn't afraid to humble Isagi, and plot armor isn't awarded just because a character is likable. Bluelock doesn't even give a shit if the main character loses to his own fault. Luck is a tangible factor in the show, and I think that it's infinitely more interesting than a copy and paste shonen storyline slapped onto a sport. Now, I'm not saying all sports anime are like that, and I will give the big ones a shot, but the only reason I'm willing to is because of how much I liked Bluelock. If you take away anything from this, take away the fact that you aren't too good for a show you don't think you'll like. I've already made a video about this exact thing, but with isekais. And I'm sure that this will keep happening. So just keep an open mind and watch some more anime.